This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody. How you doing? Captain Jack here. Checking on my audio quality. Making sure we are on. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, my soundboard. There we go. Okay, now it comes in, it comes out, it goes in, it goes out. You know, thank God you can hear it. We are on live. It's the Ask Captain Jack Sunday show. And as you can see, I've done a little bit of remodeling for the off season, showing some hockey and baseball. Did a little bit of a remodel on the desk as well. And everybody is here. Of course, we can still see some football out there. I got Gene Upshaw behind me and Kenny Stabler over the shoulder as well. Presently, we are watching the Kansas City Buffalo game. Buffalo is down by 2. They just made a stand on a 3rd and goal, it looks like. So it's 4th down, 4th and goal for Kansas City. And they seem to have stopped them outside the 10-yard line. So I don't know how it could be 4. Okay, no, it's not a 4th. It's not a 4th and goal. It's a 4th and 4. So Bucker is coming in to do some kicking. He's missed a PAT as well as a field goal tonight. And those are points that Kansas City will definitely need in the end. So they are now up 5. Again, 8 minutes and 55 seconds left. Again, you are watching the Ask Captain Jack show. If you're over there on Instagram, please head on over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please come over to YouTube because I can't see all your comments. You are watching all of these things going on, and I can also tell you that you are watching on Roku TV. So when we get to all of the people, when we get to the comments, when we get to the calls in and the video in, please watch your language, because again, we are live on Roku TV and I can't, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have a 7-second dump button. Don't have it. So I am relying on y'all to be in your best behavior. And so we'll get to some of the comments. Primatama, the princess. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch always, the witch is witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Yeah, I know I'm going back to 1939 for the Wizard of Oz on that one. I love it. Both the princess as well as the overhyped A-Rod are already sitting on their couch. Now, for this weekend to be fantastic for me, it would involve one more player leaving the contest, leaving the dance. And that would be the one quarterback playing for the Kansas City Ketchup and Mustard Barbecue folks. But he's still playing right now, so we'll see what happens on that. Fake Pirates go home. Thank you as well, Sean. Devontae Adams come to Vegas, where you will go to the Super Bowl. Well, we'll see. I didn't hit the clickbait, but it said Raiders involved in blockbuster quarterback trade. I don't want to click on it because I'm almost afraid that it's going to involve Russell Wilson. Personally, I don't want Russell Wilson. Good thing we are clear on this. And so again, if you're over there on Instagram, thank you for popping in. I did do the show live over there. Again, we are on Roku TV. We are on YouTube. And we're also on Facebook. Please, if you're on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, because you are watching on Roku TV. And again, we'll talk a little bit about that. And we're going to do some interaction. Hello, Hollywood. Hollywood! 1941 comment. Hey, Eagles Uncensored. Good to see you, brother. I put your comment up the other night. I wasn't able to acknowledge you, but thanks for coming in, brother. Thanks for coming in. And again, you can pop in and give your thoughts as to the playoff weekend as well. Tom faced a real defensive front, that's for sure. Nice play. Nice play. Remember, 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. Ray Alinea? Let me see. Real Justin Ray Alinea. I hope I didn't really screw that one up. Gosh darn it. Frick the Chiefs. And a salute to me, Captain Jack. Thank you there, Desert. Good to see you. Francis. Lighten up, Francis. Hey, what's good? We're watching a good game here. A fake hand. Oh, good defensive play on 2nd and 2. Was that Frank? Is that Frank Clark, the other gun-toting member of the Chiefs defense? He is. How many times has he been? He's been up on charges at least twice for possessing of a firearm with nothing. With nothing. Just sweep it under the rug. Chris Biggs, good to see you. Chris Picks. F. Mahomes and his sister. We can say F. We just can't go beyond that. Okay. First down for the Bills. Nice catch by is that Beasley? Looks like Beasley. I think it's Beasley. And actually, when I think of Beasley, It reminds me of some information that I heard today. I won't say the source, but it was brought to my attention that a sourcing out in the publications stated that our very own Hunter Renfrow is seeking a $13 million a year contract. Wow, $13 million a year. I mean, Hunter Renfrow is our best receiver, and he deserves a pay raise. But $13 million? I don't know about that one. Eddie Winslow says, can't wait to see Cincinnati get schooled next week by either team. I'd like for it to be the Bills. Kelly Farley, good to see you, honey. Whoop, whoop. To you as well. Another running play from the Bills. Chiefs successfully string it out, maybe get a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Chiefs defense has been playing well tonight. Jared's in here. Good to see you. Thank you there again. They're Eagles. Let's see. That's okay, Cowboys. How about you didn't mess my last name wrong. Oh, okay. Alinea? Olinea? I don't want to mess it up. 3rd and 4. Pittsburgh report will be ready to go in just a minute. Let's see what we got with this possession. Oh, yeah. That's a first down. That's a first down over the 50. First down on the Bills 48. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left. It was Beasley. Good to see you. First down today. To keep skipping over me. No. I would never deliberately skip over you, Kelly. I wouldn't do that. And I wouldn't ignore you. And no. There's a lot of things going on. Wow, but what Wilson's contract? And he had a bad year. Do you really want Russell Wilson as a Raider? I mean, I don't. I'm sorry. I would much rather. We're going to go the route of an upgrade. And I don't know if my buddy Sharif Allah Khan is watching. You know, I'd rather keep Carr and upgrade the O-line and give him a receiver to throw to than have Russell Wilson on the back end of his career. I don't see it. Xavier's in the house. Good to see you there, Xavier. Making roster moves with no GM. I wonder who's in charge. Yeah, you know, that's a good point. There's somebody that's making these moves. I don't know who it is. The best game this weekend so far was seeing the fake Pirates lose, Jared. I mean, I was waiting since halftime to crow. But then the Rams did everything in their power to kind of screw up those plans. Okay, let me get to the again. You are watching on YouTube. You are watching on Roku TV. I'm going to put the what is it? The links up. Remember, you can't come into the show via. It's actually better. I know that Jared always likes to call in, but you can hit the link as well. You can do that. Call in at 813. I'm doing this 699-0834. I'm going to put that up there. This way, everybody knows how to come in to the show. So again, you are watching on Roku. So please, if you can, just remember, be very, very, no, I'm not saying very, very quiet. Be very, very graceful. No swearing, please. Again, if you're on Facebook, I can't see all your comments. Please come in over on YouTube. I put the link up. I think I put the link up. Yeah, there you go. And I agree, AJ. You know, he's had those people in the past. You got to keep them upright, though. 1st and 10 for the Bills. On the Kansas City, looks like 48. Wow. Great eluding the rush. Could have been sacked twice. But Allen avoids a sack. Stops the clock. 2nd and 10. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left to go in the game. See if the Bills can pull this out. I did put the link up. Okay, and Ed, who does have a lot of good sources, read that Davis and Harbaugh agreed to wait till the end of the season to make the announcement. Well, that would mean that that would be the end of the season, as in like what, the Super Bowl? No. Why wait to the Super Bowl? Because, I mean, unless they've already stated that if Harbaugh has his coaches in place, okay. But I want the announcement made now. I want it made now. If that's in fact true. Get the corner. He has the first down. Josh Allen. Okay. Yeah, get it to work. Too many guys would be off the table, and what if Harbaugh says no? I know. Remember years back when Ken Wisenhunt was going to be the Raiders coach, and then at the last minute he kind of backed out at the end, and there were already pictures of him with his Raider gear and his Raider hat and his Raider jacket and all that goes with it. And at the very end he backed out, and I can't remember who we brought in after that, because it was like oh crap scrambling decision. We had to like find somebody at the very end. And, Wisenhunt went on to become the coach of the Cardinals and brought them to a Super Bowl within a couple seasons. But no, make the announcement. Put it out there. Make sure it's known. And again, I would much rather have Brian Flores. I would much rather have I would much rather have Brian Dable of the Bills, although he's still in the works right now. I would much rather have Todd Bowles for exactly that. So can't do that. Here's Angie. Angie definitely wants to talk about her fake Pirates losing. We'll do that. We'll do that tonight, Angie. Come on into the show, Angie. See, 3rd and 6. Ooh. They didn't get there. Be 4th and 4. 3 minutes and 17 seconds, and you're down a touchdown. Got to go for it. You don't go out and kick a field goal now. This is the game, so we'll see what happens here. This is the game. 4th and 4, 2 minutes, 57 seconds left. Clock running. Can the Bills pull it out? First down, at least. I don't see any flags. 1st and 10. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So again, the Bills, wow, gets rid of 1, gets rid of 2, gets rid of Clark, and gets a first down. Thank God. Because that play looked busted, and it didn't look like they were going to get anything out of that play. Gentlemen, I have Xavier in the background. Xavier, I see you. I see Raphael. I would much rather, before I bring you on, I want to have a culmination of the game here. Incomplete pass, almost intercepted. Beasley got rocked. Helmet came off. Okay, let's see this one. Low, Beasley, gets a forearm. by Snead, and Bolton almost had the pick on the carom. Well, Beasley staying out there. 2nd and 10, 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Again, I'll give you the play-by-play because we'll have people come in. Diggs in motion. Sweep right. Allen gets about 3 yards. It'll be like 3rd and 7. I don't think he got more than 3. Yeah, 3 yards. 3rd and 7. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left. And again, you don't want to give Kermit the Frog any time either. I get that. But wow. Remember, Kansas City has all 3 of their timeouts as well. 3rd and 7 for the Bills. Allen in shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws a screen that I don't know why the guy didn't just drop it. Because now it's like 4th and 10. Excuse me, my eyes are bothering me again. I don't know why you just don't drop the ball. You're not going to get out of that. 4th and 10. So we're down to the game again. Oh, 4th and 13. I didn't like the play call. I also did not like the fact that the receiver who was wrapped up at the time just dropped the ball. Just dropped the ball. Okay, there is a timeout. Is that the 2-minute timeout? Let me see how much time is in there. Okay, well, I'll bring some people in. Okay, Jared, call in after the game, though. Okay, call in after the game. I'm gonna come in with Xavier, though. Xavier, what's going on, brother? Throw some light on, brother.
Oh shoot. I'll do that right now.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely like to see you.
There.
That's better. Man, I'm having one of those nights again. When I get to the show, my eyes just start. Maybe because I've been looking at a computer for the majority of the day.
Yeah.
And then I'm on now, and now my eyes are hurting, killing like a mofo. So what do you got, Xavier? What do you got for me? But while we still got some time for him to play, what are your thoughts on what you've seen this weekend as well?
This weekend, great games. They're really great games. The Bengals won. I had them winning this week. They upset the number 1 seed. The 49ers beat the Packers, surprisingly. And then the Rams beat the fraud Pirates.
That made my weekend. I mean, if anything else doesn't happen this weekend, at least the fake Pirates are out of the tournament. And I don't have to listen to the local fans here say, well, we're going to win 2 in a row. We're so awesome. We got this guy at quarterback who I won't say his name because it's a swear word on it. Oh, he's awesome. Well, if you don't know what I said, look at my Facebook where I am allowed to swear. And I waited the entire game to make the announcement because the Rams almost put it into a overtime. Yeah. I mean, my goodness.
The Rams should have easily won that game, but then the refs were giving bad calls.
Well, we are back live. It is 4th down. There's some dude who ran onto the field. Some schmuck ran onto the field because
Is it Antonio Brown?
No, he had clothes on. I can see that he was some drunken Chiefs fan who they got him off of camera because he was wearing red, and there was some security guys that you can see was tackling him. He ran out to the middle of the field. So
he's probably going to be banned for life.
Yeah, he will be. 4th and 13, 2 minutes to go.
Come on, Chiefs.
This is the game. Oh, the hell with you.
I'm a Patriots fan. I mean, we
I
got
know, but I cannot stand Kansas City. Can't do that. 4th and 13, decent pocket, and it's a touchdown! Woo! 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 Yeah! Touchdown! Now,
he was wide open.
wide open. Wide open. Oh, but the corner slipped. So that's the third touchdown to Davis tonight. Now, the bad thing is, and this is the bad thing,
They
is
have to go for 2.
yeah, well, there's 1 minute and 54 seconds left. Okay. So you're still giving the ball over to the Chiefs. Run it in. Run it in. Okay, then throw it in. 2 points. Thank God. Woo! So now it is what? 20. Okay, so yeah, I was putting 2 on to 29. So it's 3 points, 29-26, 1 minute 54, and the I want to make sure, did he hit? Yes, 2 feet in, and oh yes. Oh, did I say woo? Woo! I'm sorry. I hate the fake Pirates and the KC barbecue crew the most.
I don't like them either, but I had to root for the Chiefs.
I got it. So there we go. So again, while we're waiting on what's going on with that, there were some great games. Would you say that what was it, the quarterback, what's his name, of the Titans, basically gave the game?
Ryan Tannehill, yeah, he gave the game up.
He gave the game away. I mean, and it was a matter of him, just oh my God. All he had to do was continue. They were running. All you needed to do was continue to feed Henry and the other guy, and then you would have won the game, because you would have been in field goal range and all that goes with it. So, wow. I mean, I just think that Ryan Tannehill is going to have the longest off season of anybody this off season.
They're gonna have to get rid of him.
Well, who are they going to get?
They could draft a quarterback in free agency. I think Aaron Rodgers might be a free agent.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is going to. He has made the point that if he needs to be gotten rid of, it's going to be this time, because they have to make a decision on him, and it'll be to the benefit of the Packers to get rid of him now, because they're only going to get I think at most a 3rd round compensatory pick for him, which is amazing if there would only be a 3rd round pick, but I think that's the way that it is. Get his ass right.
This game is stressful.
Oh, okay. I did say ass though. Thank God. That's not a real swear word. Thank goodness. But yeah, it was a incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs when we come back. But yeah, you have Mahomes in your clutches. So do something. So now what do you think about next year? No, like I said, even in spite of this game, I think that the Patriots are going to be coming back from that they're going to be a tough team again. But where are they salary cap wise? And are there any major decisions that New England needs to make this offseason? And by the way, do you see do you see McDaniel going to somebody, because he hasn't? I think that they said that he has interviewed with people this offseason, and I think now is the time for Josh McDaniel to go somewhere.
Yeah, I think so too. He hasn't been that good of an offensive coordinator, so I think he might go this season.
By the way, the Chiefs got a first down and a throw and catch to is that Kelsey? Yeah, first down for the Chiefs by Kelsey catching the ball. Mahomes back, throws it away in a really crappy pass to McKinnon. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1 minute 13 seconds left in the game. Kansas City still has 3 timeouts. I am giving you the play-by-play here. Who's going to the Raiders? It said he's going to the Raiders. Oh, McDaniel. I mean, I would love to have Josh McDaniel as the actually, I would rather McDaniel over. Oh my goodness! Stop him! Oh my God! Tyreek Hill just scored a touchdown.
Yes! Whoa!
No, you have to be a little bit more excited.
It's woo!
There you go. Okay, so it is now 32, pending the points, 29, 33, 130. So the extra points, that means that, but there is still a minute left. Although I don't think that. Well, actually, Davis is the speedster for the Bills. So can the Bills pull it out?
If they go for one, if they get the extra points, a 4-point game, they had to get a touchdown.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter if they go for 1 or 2. It's going to be a touchdown game, so they have to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
So 1 minute and 2 seconds left. Mahomes did what he needed to do, and fantastic finish the game on this one.
Yeah, I do not want the Bills winning. I'm scared this game.
Well, at least it's a good game where there's excitement. And it's not like the Rams were giving away their game against the fake Pirates today. I mean, they did everything that they could. I mean, with the fumbles by Akers, actually 2 fumbles, one before the half, and then in the waning seconds of the fourth quarter. Akers gives the ball up again on a fumble. Even what do you call it? Their quarterback Stafford fumbled, but he recovered it. Thank goodness. So it was a matter of. It looked like when Cooper Kupp had that fumble, it was like, and they were up like, were they up like 21 at the time? And it was like, oh my God, here we go again
I think they were up by 21.
With another comeback by he who shall not be named that used to play for your team.
He shall not be named.
Yeah. So 1 minute and 2 seconds. Buffalo and Kansas City both having 3 timeouts. Obviously, Buffalo's timeouts are more conducive. They will start 1st and 10 on their 25-yard line. And remember, the Bills do have a 75-yard pass play from Josh Allen to Davis already, but they took advantage of the fact that Tyrann Mathieu was out of the game, and they had a wonderful pass play there. But I'd love to see him do it again. I'd love to shut up the Kansas City crowd here. Doc Cabral says that he who shall not be mentioned can retire now. Okay, I don't know who Allen was thrown to there. Okay, it was Diggs. Let's see what happened to Diggs on that play. Good coverage. The one guy was open, and I think Allen thought that Diggs was going to keep going, but Diggs did a stop. So 2nd and 10, 57 seconds left in the game. Allen up in the pocket. Oh, yes. Davis for the catch. 49 seconds, clock still running. Ball is on the 47. Timeout by the Bills. Great play. Allen steps up, sees Davis streaking across the field, and goes down, and then a little bit of roughhousing there as well. But now, since we got a little bit of time on the timeout, what else is on your mind tonight, there, Xavier?
I just on my mind right now. The Celtics are finally back to shooting good. College basketball is really good right now, and I'm just ready for baseball to come back.
Now, is it going to come back though?
They're supposed to do their MLB and the MLBPA is supposed to be meeting tomorrow to discuss the lockout.
Okay, first down throws. Allen throws for another first down. 36 seconds left, 35. They're on the Kansas City 35. Allen goes back to pass, avoids the rush, sweeps to his right, rolls, and throws incomplete. Ward with the coverage on Diggs. 23 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Bit of hand fighting by both Diggs and Ward. I would say a good no call on that one. Good no call on that one. So good playing there as well. I'm ready to whoop it up again. Apologies, folks, as I got Xavier on the line, and I'm also doing the play-by-play. Allen back to pass, and flag down. It is a catch and a flag. So I think it's a catch and a penalty. And Andy Reid is going up is going ballistic. I think it's because somebody mentioned that he missed a meal. Andy Reid missed a meal, and so the flag stops the clock as well. 17 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Bills. I can't see where they are on the field though. But the flag stops the clock, which is good. So that's good. Oh, they're on the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Again, I'm ready to whoop it up again. Allen back to pass over the middle, and it's a touchdown! Woo! 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 Xavier, that's not all for you, brother. That's not all for you. It looks like the Bills were their defense they were not ready.
How much time is left?
13 seconds.
Oh God.
But remember, Kansas City has 3 timeouts.
Kansas City could probably they have to if they it's a 3-point game, I think, right?
It is 3 points, yes.
Okay.
3 points.
So all the Chiefs have to do is drive down with 13 seconds left on the clock and kick a field goal and we're going overtime.
Yep. We'll see. I mean, granted, I don't want to see that, but I
want to at least see either a touchdown or overtime. I've had to deal with Bills fans all week.
This is a great game, and Christy Schaefer for sure. 13 seconds. I've seen it, and as Raider fans know, I've seen things happen with less time left. I'm not sure who that Bills fan is. That's they showed a close up of somebody in the box, but it was Davis again. Four receiving touchdowns, a postseason record. I feel really good for Davis. So they're probably gonna do a lengthy squib kick. You don't want to have Tyreek Hill run it back on you. So like a pop up mini squib kick. You don't want to let Tyreek get the ball. Well, okay, never mind. They kick it through the end zone. 13 seconds left. And again, I'm holding my breath as well. I'm gonna let you go, Xavier, because I don't want to see your expression if bad things happen. But be sure to, and I appreciate you coming in, partner. That's why it's always a pleasure. And again, this is Xavier from Boston, and it's good seeing you, brother. We'll get the last 13 seconds off the clock.
Okay, thanks for having me.
All right, take care there. That's Xavier. We got Raphael up next, but Raphael, honestly, I'm not going to bring you on until after the game. You cannot, and this is the for Miss Schaefer, yes, for Miss Tiffany Nicole Green, go Bills. 13 seconds left, can't celebrate yet because Anna Diaz said it best. Justin Alanea also said it. You can't celebrate until there's triple zeros and your team has more points. And that's what I want to see. You can't do it just yet because, again, all you need is a field goal. And, okay, Tyreek Hill with the ball. And, okay, timeout. Okay, 7 seconds left. A decent run or a decent, a decent gain for the Chiefs. Bucker has missed an extra point and has missed a field goal tonight. So just setting the stage here as well. Just setting the stage. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Can't see where they are there. I think they're close to midfield. I see Jay Feely is talking. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe the wind elevation or the way the winds are traveling in Arrowhead. They put a second back on the clock. 8 seconds left. They are on the 44. So they got about another 20 yards to get before they're in field goal range. Bills just take a timeout. So Buffalo now has 0 timeouts. Kansas City with 2. So, yeah, they added a second. Oh, my God. I mean, this is I tell you what, again, although I was not happy with the results yesterday. I was not happy with the results yesterday because I'm not a fan of the Bengals. Now, I'm not gonna root for somebody that ousted the Raiders. Them and the officials ousted the Raiders. The Raiders should have been playing in Tennessee yesterday. Maybe the Raiders would have been going on to the last game. Okay. 3 seconds left. A pass is complete to Kelsey, who is on the 30-yard line of Buffalo. Well within Bucker's range. So 30, 40, about a 48-yard attempt. And why are you letting Kelsey just run through? Why are you letting Kelsey just run uncontested through the middle? So here we go. Okay, not quite on the 30, on about the 31. So it's about a 47-yarder, a 49-yarder. Okay, you can't call timeout because Buffalo has no more timeouts. And the kick is good. And we are going to overtime. Oh, my goodness. Well, talk about a game. talk about. I mean, I don't like that Kansas City's still in this game, but it is a fantastic game. It is a fantastic game. Yeah, I know, Anna. Oh man, for sure. While we got everybody out there, remember you are watching on Roku TV. We are doing this live. I'm trying to. I mean, I'm sure other people are watching the game as well as my broadcast. But if you're not watching the game, I'll make sure that you are well aware as to what's going on. If you'll excuse my, because of course, there is an injury. I don't know who that is. Uh-oh. You don't want to see anybody at this point keep being kept from the game, and I don't know who it is. AJ thinks the Bengals are going to beat whoever. I can't see that. I don't think the Bengals are as good as these people, as these teams. Can't see it. Yeah, no, I don't do junk talk either, Anna, other than my woo-woo, because I'm excited. But again, I'm not going to totally celebrate until after the game. Okay. Kansas City has won the toss, so they will be receiving the ball first. And remember, if they score a touchdown, they win. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to bring in Raphael right now, and while we are waiting. Raphael,
hi.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring you in that you did not know.
Well,
you're
I just wanted to tell you that was an interesting game.
Okay, wait a second. I got Jared calling in as well. Hang on a second. Let me get Jared D. Bigger a little bit. Okay. Hey, Jared, I got you on here with Raphael, Jared, and so we'll be doing a quick segment before we go to overtime. What's going on?
What a crazy, crazy weekend, to say the least. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, my goodness. I mean, the Rams literally almost gave him that game today. I was glad to see Mr. Stafford and company coming through in a big way. So big ups to Sean McAvee and the Rams. It was nice to see that happen.
For sure.
But, my God, I thought the Bills had the game won in regulation right there after that last touchdown. That was crazy.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's one of those things where, unfortunately, you give enough time to Patrick Mahomes, and again, I don't like Patrick Mahomes, but again, I'm not gonna, I'll call him Kermit the Frog all day long, but also I'm not gonna say anything super bad about him. But yeah, he's a fantastic quarter. Well, he's not. He's a better than average to great quarterback. And so the fact is that he did what he needed to do, and brought them back within the field goal range, and Bucker finally got things right. And after missing 4 points, that's what you got to do. You got to do that.
Do you think this was Rodgers' last game, do you feel, in Green Bay after last night?
I think it's Rodgers' last game in Green Bay. I certainly do that. Raphael, what are your thoughts on that? You think that Rodgers is out in Green Bay?
Yes, because right now, there's been a crazy weekend out there in the NFL playoffs because Tampa Bay was eliminated. Then Green Bay Packers. And the amazing game that we're watching right now is Buffalo Bills versus Green Bay Packers, and Bengals got just won it all. And I gotta tell you something, Bengals should be the biggest surprise at the Super Bowl if they're gonna win this. But right now, it is up to 4 teams that became the amazing job right now. They have amazing quarterbacks right now, but I think it's the perfect time to say this. Playoffs without Tom Brady, without Aaron Rodgers. Well, it'll be next time, but it's right now. It's between Josh Allen, Jimmy Garoppolo. It is Matthew Stafford, and of course, between Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. But well, this is gonna be excited.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I gotta ask because we're gonna cut to what's going on in overtime quickly. I'm gonna let you guys go on this. Who wins this game? I'm gonna ask Jared. I'm gonna ask you, Jared, first. Who do you think is going to win between Buffalo and Kansas City? I know it's a hard one to pick, but in your gut,
It
who do you
is.
think?
It is very hard to pick, but you know what though? I got Buffalo. I just have that feeling Josh Allen has been hot for most of the night. However, I have a feeling that Buffalo could pull off a miracle here.
Okay, Raphael, your thoughts?
Buffalo Bills is gonna win this, and because if Buffalo win and Buffalo Bills win, that could be like 21 years later that Buffalo Bills got just unfriended by Cincinnati Bengals for the championship game for the American Football Championship, and that will be amazing. So I got the Buffalo Bills winning on this game.
Okay. 3rd and 1, and it's a first down for the Chiefs. Another pass to Kelsey. I don't understand why Kelsey isn't double covered. And
Kelsey's probably one of the better tight ends in the league. He's just scary good. That's all he is.
yeah,
It really is scary.
especially
But they said earlier today, I think, there's a little Super Bowl history today. I think it was on the State Tower. In '89, we had San Francisco and Cincinnati playing Super Bowl 23, and John Candy was at that game, however, in Miami.
Yep. Yeah, he was.
And there was also a little bit of wrestling history today, too, for you wrestling beatniks out there. How Hulk Hogan was the WWF champion, beating the dreaded Iron Sheik in Madison Square Garden on this day, 1984.
Hey, we have an Iron Sheik sighting, or at least kind of a sighting. We have an Iron Sheik analogy here on the Ask Captain Jack show, deep into the show. So again, last best out the door, Jared. One more thought, then I'm gonna turn it over to Raphael for one more thought, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All I can say is right now, these playoffs and the Rains this week have been big, however, and unfortunately right now, Kansas City looks like they're moving it again, however, and unless Buffalo makes a stop here, it could be all over very soon, however. Right now, and they just got another pass to that little McKinnon kid, however, and he's well deep in Buffalo territory right now. So unless Buffalo makes a stop here, it could be all over soon. Let's hope not. We'll see.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, Jared. Always good hearing from you, brother.
See you guys.
All right. That was the Pittsburgh report. A little bit of an abbreviated Pittsburgh report with Jared. Raphael, your last thoughts before I bust you out.
Okay, so I hoping that the Buffalo Bills can win this game because they just brought the energy. They got Josh Allen right now, and these are the biggest surprise right now on the championship right now. But I hope the Buffalo Bills is gonna win that game right now because they have the strongest, they have the ability to everybody else. And right now, this seems like there's a quarterback and he says, "Hey, we got this." So right now, I got the Buffalo Bills rated. And here's a fun fact: one of my bosses that I was working on the retail store, he's a Buffalo Bills fan. He was wearing a Josh Allen jersey, so yeah, that's a plus.
There you go. Well, hopefully that's good karma for him. Raphael, hey, thanks for calling in there, brother.
All right. Always a pleasure, Captain Jack. And El Capitán Rafael se despide. I will see you next time. Well, maybe because right now I had to go to watch that game. So see you there.
All right. Take care, brother. That was Raphael came in. And another pass from Mahomes to, I think it's the kid out of Florida, Robinson. Is it Robinson or is it Hardman? So 1st and goal for the Chiefs on about the 9-yard line. Wow. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. So Buffalo, you got to do something. You got to do something now. Mahomes back. And did he get it? Is it a touchdown? Travis Kelce with a touchdown. 42-36, Kansas City wins in overtime. Can't stand it, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Buffalo goes to Kansas City for 2 years in a row. What are the officials talking about? Why are they over there with Andy Reid? Are they saying that did he totally have the catch? Maybe that's what they're talking about. They're going over again. Well, they already said it's a final, though. I guess they're looking at whether he controlled the ball all the way to the ground. And I think he did. I mean, no matter. I mean, I'd like to see it overturned, but I don't. Yeah, they called it now. So it was a little bit. It was a little bit of a juggle, but it looked to be that he had possession of it, what he needed to. Very, very disheartening for Josh Allen. My goodness. So, and if anybody thinks that the Bengals are going to go into and beat Kansas City in Kansas City, I can't see that. I mean, I'd love to see it happen, but I don't see it happening. I mean, really? And it's because you got to be able to, and I can't stand Travis Kelce. Okay, AJ says that they will. AJ, I hope you're right, because I just can't stomach. I can't stomach another Kansas City trip to the Super Bowl. I can't stomach it. It's like a bad case of indigestion. I hope you're right. So Hollywood says, let's go. I'd love to see the Rams win for sure. Don't want to see the Niners in there. I'd love to see a Rams-Bengals Super Bowl, because that means that the Chiefs aren't there and that the Niners aren't there. And I'm biased. I am biased. Excuse me. If you would like to come into the show, we put the link up as well. There's the link. And as you can possibly see, there is a little bit of a redistribution of items here in studio. In fact, I can turn the TV off now so you won't see well, actually, I don't really care. If you want to come into the show, you saw that. You see that there is a hockey jersey up. There's a baseball. If I turn off the TV, you'll see Mike Schmidt behind me as well. You see a new Kenny Stabler framed item there. So yeah, I know, Anna. I cannot stand Kansas City. But at least the fake Pirates are out. AJ is saying that the Bengals did beat the Chiefs, but wasn't that in Cincinnati? I don't think it was in Kansas City. I think that was in Cincinnati that they beat. They beat the Chiefs. So okay, so Richie Riche wants Kansas City to go and lose badly in the Super Bowl. I mean, I guess that's the second best thing that can happen if you don't like the Chiefs. I just don't want them to go, because that means that they will have gone. They would have been the AFC champion for 3 years running. So again, that's just me. Hot Neil, good to see you as well. Again, you are watching the Ask Captain Jack show. I'm going to also, and we did this on the last show with the commentary. Make sure in the comments tonight after the show, because we are an hour into the show. Remember, we are watching live on Roku TV. And that is the one thing that the higher you go, the farther you go, the higher your draft pick, or I should say the lower your draft pick in the first round. But Kansas City seems to do good things. I mean, they had Edwards-Helaire as their number one pick as well. Okay, so we got a call from Houston Raiders Steve.
Call from RDR Houston.
There we go. Hey, Steve, how you doing tonight? What's going on, brother? And remember, watch your mouth, please. We are on Roku.
No problem, Captain. Was that a choke job or what? I can't believe how bad that Jim Nantz and Tony Romo might have been wearing much colored things. They were the most biased announcers I've heard in the NFL. These even worse than Joe Buck or these other clowns that they have calling these games. What's from you, Captain?
Well, I was going to say I had the volume down for the Kansas City Bills game. So, are you talking which game are you talking about now?
About the game that just finished. Jim Nantz was nothing. You might as well just have him just put on the biggest Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, and everything else. Kansas City. These guys are so biased, Captain. It's not. They're not even. It's just the worst announcing I've heard in my life. It's been like this for 4 years with them.
Well, I mean, and again, I can't stand Jim Nantz either. And, because was it last week's game with the Raiders and the Bengals, you would have thought that it was the coronation of Joe Burrow as the new man among men among the NFL. And it was horrible to listen to that by the announcing crew. I can't remember who the announcing crew was, but I mean, it was Joe Burrow this, Joe Burrow that, Joe Burrow the other. And I'm sure that, I mean, all you're going to hear about is you're going to hear about the top quarterbacks. And then, of course, you're going to, you're going to suffocate on the amount of sugar that is given to the guys by the announcing crew, whether it's Jim Nantz, whether it's Tony Romo, whether it's, Mike, I think it was Tirico was on the Buffalo or the broadcast with the Bengals and the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. But it was, I can't stand it, but it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. The biasness shows through because the NFL has an agenda, and they're going to make sure that their announcing crew, it just gloms on the sugar, and it's unfortunate.
Captain, do you think that, in your honest opinion, do you think Tirico called the fair game? Is he anti-Raiders? What say you about that?
Tirico?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tirico is not a big fan of the Raiders.
Just like Michael Wilbon.
Well, Wilbon, I don't know personally that he's not a fan of the Raiders. I'd have to see some more pointage on that. But I know Tirico's not a fan. Wilbon, I know Kornheiser isn't. But although Kornheiser did like Al Davis because they're both pretty much old Brooklyn guys. So he liked Al Davis, but he wasn't a fan of the team. So, it's one of those things you got to live and deal with it as well. And again, Frank, there you go. Absolutely despise NFL overtime rules. I get it, but at least they did give you the opportunity. And again, Frank's a old schoolmate of mine. Good to see you on here, shipmate. At least they give you the opportunity that if Kansas City had scored only a field goal, then you could have at least gone and let the second people go for it. Are you saying, Frank, that there should be a possession by each team, and then after that, it's whoever has, or do you want to have a full 10-minute period? Now, I'm interested to see what you have to say about that. What say you, Steve? What are your thoughts on the overtime rule?
I think it's horrible. Here they wanted to have it where you couldn't play conservative and kick a field goal and then win the game. But now you score a touchdown and then you win the game. What about when they do that in college? They score a touchdown, you should have one more possession back if you're going to make it like this. It's like you said, it's all good to that. But I want to ask you one more question before the layout. You're still talking about trading Derek Carr and Mariota. I'll be the most traded quarterback you've ever heard about. They don't talk about any other quarterbacks than either. It's always got to be something about Derek Carr. It's usually Pro Football Talk with Florio or somebody. You get tired of all this crap about all these trades for Derek Carr. He's had a great year. Give him the man a break. He's earned the chance to and they talk about each, trade him. That's all you ever hear about. It's sickening.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and I'm going to make that. That's going to be my question for the comments section. Remember, you don't put it in the chat. Put it in the comments section tonight, and I will put it down here. I'll put it here. Is what are your thoughts on how the NFL should run overtime? In the comments section. So I'm putting it. I put it there. I'm putting it out there. Don't put it in. You can put. Don't put it in the chat session. Put it in the comments section after the video. That's what I want to hear is your thoughts. And again, if you didn't get a chance to put your thoughts on who should be the Raiders head coach, who should be the Raiders general manager, and if Derek Carr how Derek Carr should be the quarterback, or should he get extended, or should he be traded? Honestly, to be honest there, Steve, and I know that people are going to grill me for this, okay, I think Derek Carr should be traded right now for as much capital as you can get for Derek Carr, which means a 1 this year and a 1 next year, okay, because there's going to be teams that will need a quarterback, and let the Raiders ride with a journeyman quarterback this next year while they wait for the 2023 draft, and then they would have 2 number ones and, manipulate the draft board to go get the quarterback that they want. If you get a young quarterback in 2023, you ride with him, but you build out your offensive and defensive lines in this draft upcoming. And I think that you should use the draft collateral that you get with Derek Carr to do that. And that's just the way it is. I don't want Russell Wilson, but that's just the way I see it. I mean, Russell Wilson will not give you that. I mean, you're spending a lot of money for Russell Wilson, and then you're stuck with him as well. I don't want Russell Wilson as my quarterback, but that's just my thoughts. Steve, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't want Russell Wilson either. I know that it's a business, and I hate to see it that, if Derek Carr is traded because of the great year he's had, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. As far as the head coach, if Versace is not our head coach, I'd love to see us go out and get Sean Payton over Harbaugh. Of course, that's why Ohio State's going over Michigan. But on the way out, Captain, I want to ask you, what do you think about the Bengals' chances of actually winning in Kansas City? Because that would make America really happy. It would probably shut up Jim Nantz for one night.
Well, I don't think it would shut up. I don't think it would shut up Jim Nantz, because all he would do would be slobbering all over Joe Burrow. And so he would glom on Joe Burrow, or he would glom on Patrick Mahomes. So he's going to give a suck fest to whoever. And it's going to be probably a mutual suck off fest between Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. So you don't know who's going to be getting fellatio more on that program. And again, I'm not swearing because I'm saying, facts, but that's just the way I think about that. I would like to see the Bengals win, only because, it's the Chiefs that they're playing. I wanted to see the Bills win, because then again, I would love to see the Bills in the Super Bowl, because then they would have beaten Kansas City, who I despised, and they would have beaten the team that kept the Raiders from advancing. That's just easier for me. Hey, Steve, I appreciate you calling in, brother. And again, put in the comments section after the program, not in the chat. Put in the comments section your thoughts on overtime, partner.
Thank you, Captain, and I hope the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl. A friend of mine, her father passed away, and her parents were a long time, 50 years season ticket holders for the Bengals, and I love nothing more to see Stephanie's team go to the Super Bowl and win this thing. Thank you, Captain. Have a great night. God bless.
All right, thanks again, Steve. That was Houston Raiders Steve. And Matt Brinovich, yes, I do remember 03 to 13. Those years sucked. They did. They sucked. But, I mean, honestly, we've seen what we have with Derek Carr. And I think that I would rather get and call me a living, breathing whatever. I think you can get 2 1s and maybe a 2 or a 3 for Derek Carr. And roll with a new quarterback in 2023 and some caretaker for this next year. Okay? That's me. Because another thing is this. Davante Adams is going to cost you an arm and a leg. Davante Adams is going to cost you an arm and a leg, and I don't see the big upgrade. I still say that you need to get stronger on the offensive line. You need to get stronger on the defensive line and linebackers, as well as the defensive backs. And I can't see the advantages there of keeping Carr and bringing in Adams. Again, you're gonna have to do it sometime. Rip the Band-Aid off. Rip the Band-Aid off. And do it this time. No, I get it, Richie. That's why I said I want 2 1s. I want 2 1s and a 2, or 2 1s, a 2 and a 3. But I want those 2 1s. Yeah, well, whatever. But that's what I want. But then again, we always talk about these things, but we don't even know who the general manager is. We don't even know who the president is. Somebody's running the Raiders because they're signing these futures contracts, right? They're signing these people. I don't know who is in charge. And AJ, I disagree. I think you can get 2 1s for Derek Carr. Because there is a team that needs a quarterback badly that would give up 2 1s for Derek Carr. I really think that team is out there. And I got to go kill a bot again. Stand by 1 second. So I guess it's as good if you have bots. I guess that's a good thing. But I had to kill a bot. So I removed them on YouTube, and I'm blocking them on StreamYard. Mark Davis is at the helm. Well, God, that just makes me all warm and fuzzy. And I'm saying that facetiously. And Jimmy Farrow, I don't think he's being facetious. Okay, so Matt has identified who's running the Raiders while Mike Mayock is not. So there you go, Dwan Daniels. Thanks, Derek. And I said I honestly agree, Shreves. There will be a teams that give up 2-1s for Derek Carr. I know you don't. I know you don't think so, but I think you can get somebody. I mean, Washington, Miami, New Orleans, New York Giants. Yeah, there are teams that would do it. Don Webb says a number 1 and a 2. Number 1 and number 2. I think you get 2-1s for him. Jackie Jones, there's my lady. Good to see you there, honey. And remember, you are watching on Roku TV, so please go and find the Northeast Streaming Sports Network on Roku TV. Roku TV, Northeast Streaming Sports. You're watching it there. And I will be, after this show, it'll be the Sneaky G-Man show. Sneaky G, great show. A Giants fan living in Dallas. Gotta love him. Or have pity on him. Or both. Again, if you are watching on Instagram, thank you for watching. I'm not sure if there's anybody on Instagram anymore. But please head on over to YouTube. Thank you for watching. If you're on Facebook, please head over to YouTube. And again, remember, in the comments section tonight, we have our question is, and this will be for the show, folks that see the show afterwards. What are your thoughts on what the overtime should be? Okay. Presently, if you score a touchdown, that's it. But I honestly think that each team should have at least an opportunity. At least an opportunity. That's just the way I see it. Okay. The Bishop says Seattle and or Denver, New York, Tampa Bay, Giants, New Orleans. Yeah, for sure. And I don't want Russell Wilson. Carter Giants, yeah. The Giants would take him. Mike Sarah says, no way the Bengals beat the Chiefs. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Green Bay also, yeah, because A-Rod's not going to be there anymore. And Joanna, thank you for coming in, Miss Ochoa. If it was the Raiders and we were in that position, it's good for us, but it's not good for that other team. But I know what you're saying. What in what respect are you talking about overtime? Or are you talking about Derek Carr, Joanna? I'm sorry. Be sure to make sure you put it in the comments section. Is that the overtime rules, or are you saying for Derek Carr? I'm sorry, I'm not reading exactly what you're saying, but thank you for commenting. Okay, Joanne has another thing coming in. Hopefully, I'll see it. Okay. Oh, so Kansas City and Rams to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I hate Kansas City as well, Joanna. Can't let the Broncos get Carr, per Jeff Turner. Jeff, good to see you, brother. And Richie, there you go. The Rams need to look at the Raiders need to look at what the Rams got for Stafford: 2-1s, a third, and their starting quarterback. That's for Matt Stafford. And was Carr better than Stafford this year? I think he was. I'd have to look at the numbers, but I think Derek Carr was better than Matthew Stafford this year. But that's okay. Overtime. Thank you there, honey. And again, thank you, ladies, Jackie Jones, as well as Joanna. Please be sure to put it in the comments section after the show. Please be sure to put that in the comments section after the show. There's Sharif. I wasn't sure if Sharif, I was going to say, I wouldn't know if Sharif would agree with me, but I'm glad you were here. Hey, Kansas City, but now I have to listen to these fans. Yeah, I know, Wild Turkey. God love you, brother. And please put it in. Please put them in the comments section after this, because we want to be interactive. We want to be interactive so people know what we're talking about while we're talking about the show. Remember, you are watching Ask Captain Jack on Sunday night. You are watching it on YouTube. You are watching it on Roku TV. And so we get that interactive stuff going. Richie Riche says, I put Carr slightly below Stafford. Okay. But is that statistically, or is that just your thoughts, Richie Riche? Is that your thoughts, or is that statistically this year? Ladies and Germs, boy, there you go. A real old one, going back to my goodness, was that old school comedian Milton Berle, right? Ladies and Germs, Milton Berle, boy. And Richie Riche is not 40 yet, so you must have some good upbringing if you know about Milton Berle. Stafford leads and comeback wins. Okay. Yeah, correct. Yeah, Milton Berle, ladies and germs. Make sure again you hit it in the comments section after the video, please. Appreciate that, because we want to make sure we have that interactivity going on. And again, I love the comments, but also I want to make sure we are interactive after the show. Yeah, Sharif, I got you, Sharif. I mean, I'll tell you, I think that the person that is the number one member of the Derek Carr fan club is none other than my buddy Sharif Saleh Khan. He is the president, the founder, the executor, the administrative person, the yeoman, the person that takes the minutes at the dues. He is the collector. He is the bouncer of the Derek Carr fan club. I got to kill a bot. Wait a sec. Let me go kill a bot. Did I get it there? Okay, let's see here. I killed another bot. So I'm a good 3 for 3 on bot kills tonight. Keeps me active. Thank you. I appreciate Sri Saleh Khan having a sense of humor as well. Shree's got a good sense of humor as well. Okay. Richie Riche says you cannot get you to a super. They need to trade him this year. Max trade value. At least 2 ones. At least 2 ones for Derek Carr. And I am not a Carr hater. Not a Carr hater. I know he has value. You put Derek Carr in another team, think that they would get good usage out of him, and the Raiders would get those high draft picks. And I know that this year has crappy quarterbacks, but you want an extra 1 in 23. You want an extra 1 in 23 because that's when all the quarterbacks come out. And then you would have 2 1s in 23 that you can maneuver to get the quarterback you want. That is if the GM is worth the salt. And unfortunately, we don't know who the GM is. Although people are saying that that allegedly that there's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge handshake deal that Jim Harbaugh is going to be the coach of the Raiders, and they haven't put it out there yet. I say put it out there. If Dodds is going to be the GM, then announce it. Okay. Have they now? I don't know whether they have had the full use of the Rooney Rule, because I think you have to have 2 minority candidates from outside the organization, as well as a interview with a minority candidate for a coordinator position. If I'm not mistaken, those are the new Rooney Rules. Okay. Derek Carr to Atlanta. Yeah. Because Matt Ryan, Adam Peters, I've heard good things about him as well. Now you're just AJ, you're just being full of yourself. I really think that Tennessee is not going to trade up Derrick Henry. I know you're trying to be funny. I get it. Okay, so if Richie Rich interviews, and we get a minority candidate out of the way there. And I'm going to put that in there just because it's funny. Carr is Matt Ryan with prettier eyelashes. Okay. Folks, we are at 1 hour and 27 seconds, or 1 hour and 27 minutes, sorry. If you'd like to come into the show, please come in there. Those are your links via StreamYard, or you can come in via a phone call. We've already heard from Houston Steve. We've had the Pittsburgh Report with Jared, so you can go there. Carr does have better hair. He does. I mean, he was looking more like what was the Wet Bandits from Home Alone? Looking more like he could be was it Dan? Oh, what's the actor's name? It's not Dan Snyder, because that's the owner's name. Yeah, Home Alone. Yeah, Dan. He was the Merv. Right. But what was his name? He was actually the voice of the Wonder Years, right? That guy, the voice of the Wonder Years. Daniel something. I know it's Daniel something. Somebody give me a hand here. He does look like the Joe Pesci's running mate, one of the Wet Bandits in Home Alone. And yeah, it's plugs. We all know that. I myself don't need hair transplants. And for those that say that I color my hair, I don't. This is my natural hair color. Daniel Stern. Thank you, Richie Richie. I knew it was Daniel. Daniel Stern. Thank you. I knew it was Daniel. I don't color my hair. I don't color my beard. This is natural hair color. You know, it's gray about here. You know, at the near the, you can see the gray. Was it closer here? You see the gray here. You see the gray here. But I don't color my hair. Don't do it. Again, if you want to come into the show, we got about a half an hour left. We're talking NFL playoffs. I tell you that the Kansas City game, I don't like the result, but it was a hell of a game. And I really think that Buffalo will eventually. I am not lying. I am not lying. Bishop, as God is my witness, I do not color my hair. And I'll tell you why. Because I used to color my beard, and it's a pain in the tuchus. It's a pain in the tuchus. Can't stand it. Don't color my hair. And I'm not shampooing with shoe polish. Don't color my hair. Oh, okay. I was getting upset. I was getting upset at my favorite bishop saying I color my hair. You know me by now. Jackie gets a kick out of it. Again, we've had the ladies in here tonight. We've had Jacqueline Jones. We had Joanna Ochoa. Thank you for coming in. I missed some of the other ladies. You know, we had Sarah come in the other night, and we've had Vicky. Vicky, I haven't seen Vicky in a couple days. There's also a Velvet Raider. I haven't seen Velvet in a bit, so it's good to see the ladies in here. We do have a Captain and Wench's show on Tuesday, so hopefully we'll see some of the Raiderettes in there for that show. Okay, I'm gonna let Richie Riche in for a little while, but I can't let him in here for half an hour because figure maybe 15 minutes tops, because then people say it's the Captain and Richie show, and no, I can't do that as well. But I know Richie will have some good commentary. Richie, give me about 10 minutes of your best thoughts.
Where do you want me to go with it?
Carte blanche. By the way, do you like the new, with Mike Schmidt? But you can't see Mike Schmidt, but there's Mike Schmidt behind me. If I wait, I'm going to get you. Don't go nowhere. But I see Mike Schmidt. I see Mike Schmidt there. You got Kucherov there. So I've done a little bit of I can't take the Howie Long down because that one is a royal pain in the butt to remove. But I'm trying to do a little bit of. I will have more. It will be baseball up where Kucherov is during baseball season. I have Pete Rose, Larry Boa, Steve Carlton. So I will be moving them around. It's a pain in the butt to get that one to hang. It's also a pain to get this one to hang as well. Okay, but there you go.
I saw your background before. I noticed the hockey. So as a Canadian, I have to give the thumbs up there. So good for you.
But, yeah, well, it's the off season for football because when the Raiders aren't in the playoffs anymore, it's the off season. Even though it's still in the middle of the playoffs, it's the off season for the Raiders. So I will be doing a little bit of a remodel there. And I did move things around my desk as well. I don't know whether you got a chance to see that. There's actually more space here. I did move the Josh Jacobs football back a little bit, and the helmet that is a speaker. If I ever put that up in the speaker, but it looks nice. But it's a little more. I think it's less junky, even though it's got. I think it's a little nicer. That's just me.
I think what you need is a shelf above those pictures there. You can put the other stuff above it, and then that way you don't have to rearrange everything all the time.
Well, the
IKEA. That's all I have to say.
No. See, what I did was the people that did that is that those are on strings, so that I can move them over and I can move the plugs up and down. So I can move things a little bit easier, but I also found out that because I have my big box of stuff for when you give me for those that give me the donations, every time you give me $5, you're in for a prize. And I did send out the prizes for the people that won to Heidi. She got her prize in the mail, and I sent out the prize to Mr. Wombat in Georgia, and I sent out the prize to Jesse Rodas. I still have to have a drawing for the folks that were the most valuable crewmates. I'll have to do that, so I'll get those prizes out there soon. Oh, Jackie, okay. Okay, good seeing you there, Jackie. Thank you for coming in. Love seeing my Raiderettes in here.
I'd love to hear some of the Raiders comments. I have I follow the Raiders pretty closely, just like I follow the Chargers pretty closely. I try to ignore the Chiefs as best I can. But I'd love to hear kind of comments and questions if you guys have any of them for me, because I have a different perspective, obviously, on your team than what you guys do, coming, being so close to it. But I think overall, your take on the Raiders is actually a pretty good one, Captain. I think that when you look at the Raiders where you guys are at right now, you have a quarterback that I think has got a few years left with regards to his career in terms of with the Raiders. And unless you guys think that he is a long-term answer, I think you're better off looking at this coming draft as an offloading draft for your team if you're going to have forethought with regards to your team. And I think you take the short-term pain for the long-term gain, rather. And I think that as a fan of the team, and I'm obviously not one, but as a fan of the team, I think that's a good approach to take. So when you look at what you guys have coming up this coming year, I think you guys have an absolute rock solid defensive line. I think you guys can take this year to build your offensive line through the draft, which is a solid offensive line draft coming up this year in the 22 draft. And I think if you built that O-line and really got yourself in a solid position, I think you could trade Carr to a team that probably won't do particularly well this year, but will likely rebuild and then kind of do well in the 2023 season. So you guys will likely have a high draft pick in 23 and then your draft pick in 23 as well. You can package those together and move up in the 23 draft to try and get your quarterback.
Okay. And I'm gonna put this on here by Turbo Duran. Okay. Turbo Duran says, why are we talking to an enemy? Because Turbo, he called into the show. He gives good knowledge, and he's not a flaming rectum like a lot of the fans are for other teams. Okay. So if you, and he's talking about the Raiders as an unbiased source, but as a knowledgeable source. Okay. So if you want to come in and talk about the Raiders, Turbo Duran, I ask for everybody to come in. I give the comment section. I said, here it is. Here's the link. Here's the number. Okay. So call in. So that's why I said, if you got something to add to the show, I want to hear from you. And Richie Richey, because I've been on his show on YouTube as well, I gave him a lot of respect because A, he's very knowledgeable. He does have his facts and figures straight, and he's not a troll. And the fact that he's not a troll and he gives good, consistent analysis as a unbiased observer with analytical views, that's why he's on the show, Turbo.
So I take that a step further. Turbo, hit me with any Raiders questions you have. I'm happy to answer them. Like I said, I follow my divisional opponents really closely. I think the Raiders themselves were shortchanged. I think they should have probably beaten the Bengals. I think there's a few things in there that were questionable. However, I really hit me up. I really don't care. Just fire questions at me. I'm happy to answer them. I am obviously critical of my divisional opponents, but I'm also critical of my own team. So I'm a fan of the Broncos. I always will be. And if you have any questions, fire them at me, man. I don't care. I'm happy to answer them. I'm happy to answer them honestly.
Yeah, and like I said, for example, I'm going to give this one to you as well by the numbers. Says, you see us getting Rodgers? Is he going to Denver? He's going to Denver. Rick, what are your thoughts there? I think he's going to Denver.
So here's a few things on Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I've come on your show a couple times and I've kind of aired out some stuff with regards to him. So right now the Raiders are approximately $45 million over the cap. The Green Bay Packers are $45 million over the cap. So and sorry, just for your fans of the show, that means that they cannot afford, and that's without Adams in terms of Devontae Adams coming back in terms of number 17. So if you add Adams on top of that, they are just like they're priced out of keeping all the people they have on the roster. So what you need to look at this is that they didn't win the divisional game. They didn't even get to the next round of the playoffs. So they need to actually start dropping people on their team. And Aaron Rodgers seems to be the logical choice for them to do so because he's kind of nearing the back end of his career. And he's also due approximately $45 million, which approximately equals about what they're going to need to give up in terms of cap space. Now the question becomes, okay, if we assume that he's now leaving Green Bay as a result of cap casualty and all that kind of stuff, then the question means where is he going to go? Well, I think he's got a viable option on the Raiders, because I think the Raiders, if they trade Derek Carr, could then forego the fact that they would need a quarterback in 2023. And I think the Raiders have enough cap space in their availability, even with Crosby, to afford someone like Rodgers. I think they could bump him out a few years and kind of spread that cap across. And I think they'd be in a reasonable spot in order to keep him. Now, Denver has far more cap space than the Raiders do, far more cap space than most of the other teams do. So I think we need to understand that Denver is in a much better position from a cap perspective to afford an Aaron Rodgers. So I think he is a reasonable option for the Denver Broncos to target. And I also think the one thing that a lot of people don't factor in is the fact that Aaron Rodgers' fiance is a Colorado native. She is from the Aurora area, which is kind of in a little bit north, if I'm not mistaken, of the Denver area. But either way, she is from the Colorado area. And I think that holds a bit of a weight, if you will, in terms of a relationship, if you can kind of keep your fiance local and comfortable with where she's used to being and all that kind of stuff. Now, as you can tell, I'm not even a Colorado native. I'm from central Ontario here in Canada. So I just simply follow my team, and I kind of follow the NFL as general. So I just think that overall, I think that Rodgers is a reasonable option to come to Denver. I actually don't even think that Denver is the primary target for Rodgers. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I think he wants to go to a contender in the later part of his career, and I personally don't believe Denver is that contender. That being said, we also have the most amount of cap room in order to afford him without having to make major roster changes. So I think that factors into things.
Yeah, and again, and we see what you're saying, and Turbo, I get it. Just don't be. Yeah, the Broncos have needed a franchise quarterback since Elway left. Okay, for years they needed a franchise quarterback, but if they were to get Rodgers, they would have a franchise quarterback, would they not? So you're saying that they suck? They don't have a franchise quarterback. They have Aaron Rodgers. They have a Hall of Fame quarterback. Okay, so
Rodgers is more than just a franchise quarterback. He is a
Right.
Hall of Fame caliber quarterback, a la Peyton Manning, a la John Elway. He is that quality in terms of as a quarterback, full stop, period. And I don't care who you are, he is just that damn good, right?
Yeah, and I did put that up. It says Rodgers does not want to go to a team that is rebuilding.
I agree.
So the Raiders are a possibility. I got to kill another bot. The Raiders are a possibility. What is that? Is that a good thing if you have bots?
You're getting noticed, clearly.
Yeah, I guess. I did the wrong thing. I was supposed to report it instead of Well, let me see. Wait, let me see if I can get rid of it. Okay, report. There we go. So yeah. So if I get bots,
Captain, would you mind if I just quickly address the bottom
Sure.
comment note here from Turbo?
Yeah.
So Turbo, I have a question for you. Does Aaron Rodgers play special teams? Because the short answer to that is no. And if you look at what happened in the Green Bay game, if you're going to be perfectly honest, and I mean critical and honest about the circumstances of that game, Aaron Rodgers did not lose that Green Bay game, period.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was let down by his special teams play. They missed it. They missed the field goal. And on top of that, they then muffed and fumbled that last bit there at the end, and that turned the ball over, and it got another kind of score against them. So if you're going to be perfectly honest with yourself, Aaron Rodgers did not lose that game whatsoever. He was let down by his special teams play, full stop, period. And on top of that, you could also argue that he was let down, not hugely, but at least a little bit, by his defensive play, where they were not able to stop them on those kind of comebacks in terms of the offensive side of the other team. So no, I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers did not lose that game.
Yeah, and I agree. I said, well, maybe, like I said, you might not agree with all of those things there. And again, Turbo, I trust me, I'm not trying to piss off anybody that is here on the show, but I'm just saying that Aaron Rodgers didn't lose the game for them last night.
No. Now, am I saying that he has elevated his teams to a point where you've seen some other quarterbacks do so? No, I'm not. I'm not at all. However, I'm saying that he did not lose the game for that team. So you have to be honest when you're looking at these things. You have to be critical when you're looking at these games. You know, and it's just like when you look at the Bengals game, there were several plays in there that the Raiders could have done differently, and the game would have been different, and they would have likely won that game. And I'm clearly a fan of an opponent of yours, and I can look at that objectively and say those same things. So no, Aaron Rodgers did not lose that game, full stop, period.
Yeah. So again, and again, I gave my boy Richie 15 minutes, and he didn't let me down because it's good analysis. It's not bull, and I want other people to come in. So if you have something else to say, I'm putting the link up again. There it is. And so again, if Aaron Rodgers wants to come here, I mean, I would much rather have Aaron Rodgers than Russell Wilson.
I think that's my stance as well, actually, and even in Denver. Yeah, amongst the Denver Broncos fans, I'm all about Aaron Rodgers over Russell Wilson. I think Aaron Rodgers is a far superior quarterback to Russell Wilson, in my opinion. I think Aaron Rodgers is able to make throws that Russell Wilson can only dream of making, and I think that makes a huge difference in terms of styles of receivers that you can facilitate on your team. So, for example, when you're looking at possession receivers, so we have Tim Patrick and Cortland Sutton on the Denver Broncos. A guy like Aaron Rodgers would really excel with guys like that because he could be far more flexible. However, when you look at guys like Renfro on the Raiders, for example, and then you look at guys like Jerry Jeudy on the Broncos, they're more precision style receivers, so you need to throw them open or throw them in stride in order for them to be successful or have the maximum level of success on the team. And a guy like Rodgers just does that all day long. So a guy like Rodgers gives you that additional flexibility that, say, someone like Justin Herbert, for example, under pressure is not capable of doing. He's certainly struggled in that respect this year and last year. I mean, Drew Lock and all the Denver Broncos quarterbacks are incapable of doing that. So having a guy like Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning, for example, is another example of a quarterback who's shown that he's capable of doing stuff like that. Having guys like that on your team make a huge difference.
There you go. So again, I want to thank you, Richie. Again, Turbo, thank you for your comments. I'm going to let Richie go drink his Bronco beer. There you go, or root beer, whatever it is.
It's black lager.
I
whatever puts hair on your chest, I drink it.
There you go. Hey, Richie, thanks again, brother. We'll see you for the next show. And your comments are always welcome, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate them.
All right, there you go. That was Richie Richey, and again, he gives good feedback. He gives good feedback, and again, if you have something to say, come on in, man. That's why we're here, because I put the links up. I'm putting it up again. You can call in. You can hit the link. Come on in, because it is Ask Captain Jack. And he gives his thoughts. And again, personally, I think though with the defense that Denver has, and Denver has a really good defense, because if you remember, I think the Denver defense the last six games, I believe, kept their opponents to 17 points and below. And Richie will probably tell me I'm right on that, because I think I got the stat from Richie Richet. Denver's defense, the last 6 games, if not longer, kept their opponents to 17 points and below. And they lost a lot of those games because they just couldn't score either. So if you put Aaron, there you go. Thank you. Right on cue. Week 7 to 16. 17 points and under. So Denver has a defense. And that was even after they got rid of Von Miller. And Von Miller showed himself today how valuable he is to the Rams defense, because you just can't double Aaron Donald. So if you put Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos, I think could be a playoff team. And there you go. That was all post Von Miller. So Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos with a defense like that. Now, granted, the defense was under Fangio, and Fangio's not there anymore. So you gotta have a good defensive person take over that defense. But if you keep that defense the way it is, that's a team that can go to the playoffs. If you put Aaron Rodgers on the Raiders, I think the Raiders are in the AFC Championship game. And here we go. I don't see Carr beating Kansas City, Broncos with Rodgers, and Justin Herbert twice. I agree. So if you know you got to beat, you know who the competition is. You got Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and possibly Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos. The Raiders might go from the number 2 team in the AFC West to the number 4 team. Because remember, the reason why they're not number 3 is because they beat the Chargers the last game of the year. And Turbo, I get it. You're a Derek Carr fan. I get it. I don't think Derek Carr can take the Raiders to the Super Bowl. I might be wrong, but I mean, it depends on what they do with the head coach, the general manager. If they get Davante Adams, if they get a really good offensive-minded head coach, and they got to have a really good DC, and Vic Fangio is a really good DC. And there's the other thing as well. Jim Harbaugh, if he is our head coach, might not want Derek Carr. I think the Raiders could have beat Tennessee yesterday, just like the Bengals did. I think the Raiders should be traveling to Kansas City next Sunday to play the Chiefs. But you know what? Based upon what I've seen this year, it would be an ass whooping. Because the Raiders would not beat the Chiefs. Jason Dean, thank you for being here. Waller would have had a day. Oh, I think so. Thank you for coming in. And again, if you want to come in, like I said, we got. Oh, actually no, it's a little bit late. It's a little bit late because I got a hard stop at 2 hours. And we are at 1:54:26. So, and yeah, there you go. Carr wants to play with Davante Adams. Derek Carr can go to Green Bay, especially if Aaron Rodgers isn't there. So do we know that he's going to be here this year? Because remember, I put that up as the commentary question on the last show. You guys can also put that in your comments after the show. Remember, this show will be up in a couple minutes because I'll be doing my outro in just a little bit. Remember, you are watching Ask Captain Jack. you're watching on Roku TV. You've been watching over there on Instagram. I hope you went from Instagram over to YouTube. I'm talking right to my Instagram people right there. But I think that, I said the Raiders should be playing Kansas City next Sunday. I think that they would have beaten Tennessee. Especially the way that the Raiders have handled the run recently. They pretty much handled Joe Mixon. They handled all those running backs that they did at the very end of the season. But I think that we'll see that. Carr should have been extended, but he hasn't. I wonder why. Well, we'll find out. And again, I thank you for watching the show. Tomorrow night, I will, from what I understand, I'll be on Chronicles of the Black Hole with my friend and cohort and shipmate OG Daniel. Check that. Normally I'm not on Monday, but I will be on that channel tomorrow night. Tuesday it'll be the Captain and Wenches show. Captain and Wenches show here on this channel. Ladies, I hope you'll join us for that. And then Wednesday over on NFL Nation Live, I will be on with Violator and Ref Guru. So we got all that as well. Thank you for coming in. Big Boy Mario, thank you for popping in as well. Khalil Mack. Ooh, actually, I that's a swear word. I should have said 50 who. I won't wear his uniform until he's out of the league. So I have a couple Mac jerseys I'd love to wear, but I'm not wearing it until he's not in the league anymore. Or if he comes back, I'll do it like I did with Woodson. I was wearing my original Woodson gear. Okay, so again, Tennessee's D, yeah, that's one thing though. Tennessee's D-line, 9 sacks of the Bengals. Joe Burrow. Wow. Got to go, folks. Let me kill a bot on the way out. We'll see you. Thanks again. Remember, tomorrow night, Chronicles of the Black Hole channel. Tuesday night, right here, 9 o'clock Eastern. Captain and Wenches. We'll see everybody there. And then Wednesday, NFL Nation Live. Thursday, I will be back for You Don't Know Jack About Sports. Thanks again, folks. Take care. We'll see y'all next time. Always a pleasure. Thanks for coming in.